What's up everyone? Today I'm down at Audi Greenville and behind me is a 2018 Audi R8. Huge shout out to them for providing this supercar for me today. I'll have a link to their website down in the description below. And the model that we're looking at today is the V10 Plus. It's finished off in an exclusive Nimbus Gray and has an MSRP just over $212,000. Underneath is a mid-engine 5.2-liter V10 paired only to a 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch automatic with steering wheel-mounted paddle shifters. This engine produces 602 horsepower at 8,200 RPM and 413 pound-feet of torque at 6,500 RPM. The standard V10 produces 532 and 398 respectively. This offers the Quattro all-wheel drive system, which can send 100% of the available torque to the front wheels when needed. It's also offered in a rear-wheel drive version as well, which offers the same horsepower and torque as the normal V10. This weighs around 3,600 pounds, 0 to 60 is 3.2 seconds with a top speed of 205 miles an hour. And with a fuel capacity of 19.3 gallons, expect MPG to be 14 city and 22 highway. The wheelbase measures 104.4 inches, it has an overall length of 174.3, the width is 80.2 inches, and it has a height of 48.8 inches. Starting up front with the standard LED headlights and LED daytime running lights, large hexagonal grille which gives the front end a nice aggressive look with sharp lines compared to the previous generation, standard front parking sensors with a carbon fiber front lip, and very clean lines coming along the hood and fender flares. This car features ceramic disc brakes with rotors in the front measuring 15 inches with 6-piston calipers and 14 inches with 4-piston calipers in the rear. Optional carbon ceramic brakes are available. The wheels measure 19 by 8.5 and 19 by 11 and are forged aluminum. It also features the optional magnetic ride suspension, carbon fiber side blades, and carbon fiber side mirrors with LED indicators on them, and very clean and aggressive lines running along the side of the car. Behind the carbon side blades is also air inlets to provide more cooling to the engine. And finishing up in the rear with the large fixed carbon fiber wing and carbon fiber rear diffuser, LED taillights, air inlets on either side where you can actually see parts of the exhaust, standard backup camera and parking sensors, and of course the quad tip exhaust. And now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a more in-depth view of the interior of the V10 Plus. Again, this has carbon fiber on the side mirrors. They are power folding as well. With the key on me, I'll just place my hand up underneath the door handle. You'll automatically hear it unlock. Inside, the door panel is finished off in very premium feeling black leather with red stitching. An aluminum release handle with your lock and unlock. Both side windows are automatic up and down. These control the side mirrors. They're heated as well and have the power adjusting to them. This is how you open up the front space. This has a Bang & Olufsen sound system in it, more carbon fiber around the air vent. Now moving on to the beautiful black Napa leather seats with diamond stitching running along the inside. Red stitching on the bolsters gives it a very nice contrast to it. Bolsters are very supportive as well. The front portion of the seat can move up for more comfort, and this has 18 power-way adjustability with 4-way power lumbar adjustability. Once inside, we're greeted with a fully wrapped black perforated leather steering wheel with great hand positioning on either side. Nice 3-spoke design to it as well. On the right side is your exhaust sport mode button, of course the red engine start stop button, your navigation and Bluetooth controls along with the radio volume. On the left side is your drive select mode. I'll show you that here in a second on the screen, along with your performance mode. All of these control the center screen as well. So this is Audi's virtual 12-inch cockpit. On the far left is the engine temperature, far right is the fuel gauge, and in the center there are multiple settings to go through. We're looking at MPG right now. We can scroll over to radio, we have Bluetooth, very large navigation screen. We can also change that view to have your tack in the center and nav, and we can use that to scroll through all of what we just saw on a smaller screen. Change the view again to full screen navigation, and then we can go back to view all of those again. And then using the drive select button on the left side, we can go between individual, comfort, auto, and dynamic. And then additionally on the V10 Plus, there's another button for your performance settings. and you can go between dry, wet, or snow. So you have that addition that's not offered on the standard V10. And again, this features the steering wheel mounted paddle shifters, have a nice aluminum accent finish to them. On the left side of the steering wheel is the headlight switch. More carbon fiber running along the center gauge setup. There's another piece that wraps all the way around the center dash and all the way down to the inside. More leather up on the center dash along with one speaker. 2 air vents with carbon fiber trim piece around them. They have a nice floating design to them with your fan speed on the left side, temperature in the center, and then where you'd like the air to go on the right side, along with defrosters underneath them. Both seats are heated, so you have those controls on either side. Below that, you can retract this storage space. There's 2 USBs and a 12 volt and a good amount of storage space again, with your traction control, hazard switch, and parking sensors behind that. Taking a look at the shifter now, we're gonna go ahead and start up the vehicle to put it into reverse. Go ahead and push on the side of it, push it all the way up. You'll see your backup camera light up right in the center, and the lines will turn with the steering wheel as well. We can go ahead and put it into drive. You can shift by placing this over to the right side, put it back into the center and hit the P on the back. That will put it into park. On the right side is the volume control for the radio. More controls for the center screen with your menu and back button. Rotary dial in the center that you can also click on as well with your navigation and radio above that. Electronic parking brake is behind that. On either side of the center console, you can push to open up the top. It reveals 2 cup holders. We'll take a look at the glove box storage space. You have a good amount of room down there. Take another look at the beautiful black leather seats. This has an Alcantara-like material running along the whole headliner. And then we'll take a quick look at the back storage space behind the seats. A little bit of net for more storage. And the rear out of the back. Looking at that V10. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at the front space, and we can either hold the center button on the key fob or use the button on the driver's side door again. Very easy to walk up to the vehicle. There's a latch that you can pull, so there's no guessing. You can see a nice handle right there. So not too much space up front, but from experience, you can fit a camera bag up here, a couple backpacks or 2. For 2 people packing light, you can use this bag for reference just to see how deep this compartment is, with some netting on both sides and up top for anything else that you need. So it is nice to have that storage space up front. Alright guys, so I'm getting to do something that I've been wanting to do since I reviewed the 2017, and that is I'm getting behind the wheel to take this out on the road. So we're going to put it into drive. I'm going to put it over into manual mode already, so I'm not able to take it on that long of a drive. I'm going to go ahead and put it into dynamic. We're going to put the exhaust into sport. I'm going to put the tach right in the center. That is a cool view to see. So first thing real quick, I'll go ahead and talk about the visibility. Very similar to my car. I'm easily able to see out of that rear glass. There's a little bit of a blind spot over the left and right shoulder, but the side mirrors are gonna do a great job to help you out there. And then the standard or the fixed wing in the back is actually not that high, so I can easily see over that as well. And just sitting at this stoplight here, very comfortable to be behind the wheel of this. But let's go ahead and get on the gas just a little bit. You can hear that exhaust pop between shifts. It is much quicker than my V8, that's for sure. Has about 200 more horsepower. You can hear pops in that exhaust. This is definitely quick. Just even getting on it a quarter throttle really puts you back in the seat. So talking about the handling and performance right now, using the drive select button, I'm gonna go to comfort right now, and you can feel the bumps in the road ease up a good bit. So it's nice to have that option. I'm gonna put it back into dynamic because it's just more fun that way. It really stiffens up and you can feel all the bumps in this road for sure. It is pretty cool to see in the V10 Plus you get snow, wet, and dry. So you can configure this however you'd like to drive. So if you're gonna take this out in the snow, you have a setting to do that. Taking it around that turn performed very well. Moving on to the overall fit and finish of this interior, it is spot on. Everything is leather or carbon fiber, has a very nice Alcantara-like fabric on the headliner with a really cool diamond stitch padding to match the seats. The seats, again, hug you really well. The bolsters are fantastic on either side. They'll really hold you in place when you're taking this out on the back roads. And then as far as interior storage space goes, comparing this to my car, the shelf in the back looks to be a little bit deeper, so you can definitely fit a few more things in there than I can, or not roll them up as tight. And then the front storage space, you could definitely put 2 backpacks in there. You'd be packing light, but there's definitely a lot of interior storage space for this car to be able to daily drive this. Now we're gonna go ahead and take one last look from the passenger side. A very nice premium interior with the black Napa leather and the red stitching, just gives it a nice feel. Nice black leather as well. Very simple looking center console. There's a storage space again in the rear seats with the fixed rear glass. Beautiful carbon fiber. So that is my walk around review and test drive of the 2018 Audi R8 V10 Plus. Huge shout out again to Audi Greenville for providing me with this supercar today. I can't thank them enough for this opportunity. This is a phenomenal car. I absolutely love it. The power in this is amazing and the technology performs just as well. This is an awesome car. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button. I will see you guys next video.